Attention passionate Philadelphia Eagles fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another championship run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before we dive in, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and fellow Philadelphia Eagles fans. Let's get to the news. When the NFL season finally kicks off, there's always that palpable electricity in the air, especially when it comes to teams like the Eagles, who have a rich history of fierce rivalries and unforgettable moments. And this year, the opening game did not disappoint. Fans at Lincoln Financial Field, as always, were on the edge of their seats, feeling every play as if it were a championship game. The energy was electric, every snap magnified under the bright Philadelphia lights, every emotion ready to burst out. But as we all know, the NFL is as unpredictable as it gets, and this season's opener proved just that, with a shocking incident that sent shockwaves through the franchise and the league alike. It all started with the game's biggest story even before the first quarter was over. 6 seconds into the game, just as the action was about to unfold, the stadium's atmosphere shifted dramatically. The star defensive tackle, Jalen Carter, was ejected from the game. Yes, you heard right, just 6 seconds in, Carter was thrown out. Imagine the scene, everyone's eyes on the field, expecting a hard-hitting, intense game, and suddenly your top interior defender is gone, ejected for a disciplinary reason that stunned even the most seasoned fans and analysts. That moment changed everything for the Eagles' defense and set the tone for the entire game. Now, Carter's ejection was not just a minor penalty. It was a significant blow to the Eagles' defense, which, as we all know, is one of the team's pillars for success. Carter, a young but highly talented player, had shown so much promise during training camp and the preseason. Drafted with high expectations, many believed he could be a game changer, a disruptive force that would bolster the Eagles' front line. His ability to penetrate offensive lines, generate pressure, and create turnovers was supposed to elevate the defense to another level. But just moments into the game, he made a mistake that not only cost him the game, but also raised questions about discipline, focus, and the kind of leadership the Eagles need to succeed in the long run. And you know what's remarkable about this? Jalen Hurts, the team's captain and leader, was immediately called into the spotlight. As the quarterback and emotional leader of this team, Hurts has become the embodiment of resilience, discipline, and maturity. Watching him respond to such a tumultuous start was a testament to his character. After the game, Hurts was asked about Carter's ejection, and his response was nothing short of leadership in action. Instead of pointing fingers or making excuses, Hurts focused on the collective, emphasizing accountability and growth. "I'm referring to the team, not just one individual," he said, his voice calm but firm. "IV had a conversation with him, and we on the same. I know what type of player he is, and it's something we all can learn from. That's a powerful message. Leadership isn't just about performance on the field. It's about guiding your teammates through adversity, owning mistakes, and turning setbacks into lessons." Hurts' words reflected his philosophical approach to the game and life. Mistakes happen, but it's how you respond that defines you. He went on to say, just being diligent with it. At the same time, there's a sense of accountability in everything, and I know he has done that. So it's just something that we all can learn from. And then he finished with a quote that encapsulates his outlook. "A wise man will make a mistake and not look back on it, but learn from it. An unwise man won't." That's the kind of leadership you want in your quarterback, someone who doesn't dwell on errors but uses them to grow stronger. Now, the absence of Carter was felt immediately. The Eagles' defense, which had been expected to be a formidable unit this season, looked noticeably vulnerable without its most disruptive interior force. The Dallas Cowboys, their division rivals, took full advantage of this gap. Early on, they exploited the Eagles' defense with a powerful run game, racking up 20 points in the first half. It was a scenario that could have spelled disaster, but the Eagles showed resilience. They settled down, tightened up in the second half, and managed to hold Dallas scoreless after halftime. Still, the damage was done, and the early lead gave the Cowboys a significant advantage, making the game a tense, hard-fought battle that ultimately finished 24-20 in favor of Philadelphia. And Carter's own reaction after the game was telling. The young star showed maturity beyond his years, acknowledging his mistake. "You know, it's a mistake that happened on my side, and it just won't happen again," Carter told reporters, voice full of remorse. His words echoed a typical NFL narrative, young players learning the hard way, understanding that discipline and focus are non-negotiable at this level. However, The league's history suggests that such incidents often come with consequences, possible fines, suspensions, or other disciplinary measures. The NFL is strict about player conduct, especially when it affects the integrity of the game and safety on the field. Head coach Nick Sirianni, known for his passionate, sometimes fiery approach, was clearly frustrated but maintained a professional stance. "We need that guy on the field," Sirianni said bluntly. "He's a really good player, and we rely on him a lot. We're confident he'll learn from this and come back stronger." That's the kind of message that resonates with fans because it shows that the coaching staff believes in their players' ability to grow from setbacks. Still, it's a reminder that the Eagles' defensive line, which has been a cornerstone of their success, depends heavily on Carter's disruptive presence. Without him, the entire defensive scheme has to adapt quickly, especially with a short week ahead. Yes, folks, the Eagles now face a quick turnaround, and that means a massive challenge looms in Week 2, an even bigger rematch against the Kansas City Chiefs. The reigning Super Bowl champions are coming to town, and everyone knows how dangerous they can be. Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and that high-power defense are waiting, and the Eagles' defense will need to be at its absolute best. The question now is, how will they respond to this early adversity? Can they rally around the leadership of Jalen Hurts? Can they tighten up their discipline and avoid costly mistakes? These are the questions every Eagles fan is asking right now. The looming specter of league discipline also adds a layer of complexity. Will Carter face a fine or suspension? Will the league send a message that such early-game misconduct isn't acceptable? It's all up in the air, but one thing is certain: the Eagles must learn from this experience and move forward. They have a team built for resilience, for overcoming obstacles, and for fighting tooth and nail every step of the way. The road to Super Bowl LX is long, and it's paved with challenges like this. What defines a championship team isn't just talent, but attitude, discipline, and the ability to stay united in times of crisis. And that's where Hurts' leadership truly shines. He may not have been able to prevent the ejection, but his response post-game set the tone for the team's mindset moving forward. His focus was on growth, accountability, and collective strength. That's exactly what the Eagles need right now, a reminder that setbacks are part of the journey, and how they respond will determine their fate this season. If Carter keeps his focus forward, channeling his energy into becoming a better player rather than dwelling on mistakes, the Eagles will be just fine. September's chaos can turn into December's muscle if they learn the right lessons early on. The NFL season is a marathon, not a sprint, and early hurdles like this test the mettle of every team. The Eagles have the talent, the leadership, and the resilience to come out stronger. But they'll need to stay disciplined, keep their eyes on the prize, and support each other through the bumps along the way. The NFC East is as competitive as ever, and every game counts. The Cowboys prove they can exploit the Eagles' vulnerabilities, but Philadelphia has the talent to bounce back, learn, and grow. The question is, will Carter be a part of that growth, or will this incident serve as a turning point for him and the team? Either way, the NFL landscape is watching, and Eagles fans, you should be proud of how your team handles adversity. Remember, this is just the beginning of what promises to be an exciting season. The Eagles have shown they're willing to face challenges head-on, and with Jalen Hurts leading the way, they've got a captain who understands that setbacks are only setups for comebacks. We're all eager to see how they respond in Week 2 and beyond. The NFL season is full of surprises, and the Eagles are right in the thick of it, ready to prove once again why they're contenders. So keep your heads high, your spirits strong, and your support unwavering, because this team has what it takes to rise from the ashes and chase that Super Bowl dream. Stay tuned, Eagles fans, because the best is yet to come, and we'll be here every step of the way to bring you all the latest updates, analysis, and behind-the-scenes stories from the heart of Philadelphia. Pause here, just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Philadelphia Eagles news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let's continue with the big reveal. Now, diving deeper into this season's prospects for the Eagles, it's impossible not to talk about the incredible talent that surrounds Hurts. The offensive line has been solid, providing him with the protection he needs to make those game-changing plays. The receiving core, led by A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith, continues to develop into one of the league's most dangerous duos. Brown's physicality and ability to win contested catches have been vital, while Smith's speed and route running make him a constant deep threat. The running game, anchored by Devonta Smith and the emerging talent of Kenny Gainwell, adds that extra dimension that keeps defenses honest. But this season, it's not just about the offense. The defense has been a point of focus, especially after last year's improvements. Carter's suspension or disciplinary setback might temporarily weaken the interior, but the Eagles have depth. Players like Jordan Davis, Fletcher Cox, and Brandon Graham are proven veterans who can step up when needed. Still, Carter's potential to be a disruptive force is unmatched, and losing him for any amount of time could hinder their pass rush and run defense. That's why the coaching staff is working overtime to ensure that the young star learns from his mistake and comes back more disciplined. This incident might serve as a pivotal moment in his career, either a lesson that propels him to greater heights or a distraction that derails his development. Speaking of development, Jalen continues to impress. His evolution from a dual-threat quarterback to a true leader in the NFL has been nothing short of remarkable. Last season, he proved that he can carry the offense, make clutch plays, and lead the team under pressure. This year, expectations are even higher. Fans are hoping that Hurts' leadership continues to inspire his teammates and that his decision-making improves under pressure. His accuracy, mobility, and football IQ have all shown steady growth. Plus, his ability to rally the team after setbacks like Carter's ejection shows that he is a quarterback who can handle adversity and turn it into motivation. The coaching staff, led by Nick Sirianni, has been instrumental in developing this culture of resilience and accountability. Sirianni's approach emphasizes not just XS and OS, but also the mental toughness and discipline necessary for a team to succeed in the NFL's brutal landscape. His focus on player development and fostering a strong locker room chemistry has been key to the Eagles' rise as one of the league's elite teams. This season, he has also shown that he is willing to be flexible and adapt on the fly, which is crucial given the early hiccup with Carter's ejection. The challenge now is to keep the team focused on their goals, avoid complacency, and learn from the misstep rather than dwell on it. Looking ahead, the Week 2 matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs is shaping up to be one of the most anticipated games of the season. The reigning Super Bowl champions will be coming to Philadelphia, eager to prove that they are still the team to beat. Patrick Mahomes, with his incredible arm talent and playmaking ability, will surely test the Eagles' secondary. Travis Kelce, as always, will be a primary target, and the Eagles' linebackers and safeties will need to be disciplined and sharp. But this game is also a chance for the Eagles to show their resilience. After an early season stumble, can they rally and prove that they are still championship contenders? Hurts' leadership will be critical, especially in controlling the tempo and keeping his teammates focused. The short week of preparation before this game will be intense. Coaches will be drilling the players on discipline, tackling, and situational awareness. The defense will need to tighten up, especially in the interior, to prevent the same kind of gashing run plays that Dallas exploited in the first half. The offensive line will also have to hold up against what promises to be a fierce pass rush from Kansas City's defense. It is a test of mental and physical toughness, and the Eagles have the talent and the leadership to answer the call. But it is also a reminder that every game in the NFL is a battle, and no victory is guaranteed. As we analyze this situation, it is impossible not to acknowledge how early season adversity can define a team's trajectory. Some teams crumble under pressure, while others rally and come out stronger. The Eagles' history shows that they are a franchise built on resilience, on overcoming obstacles, and on finding ways to win even when the chips are down. The key for this team now is to learn from Carter's mistake, support each other, and stay locked in on their ultimate goal, bringing another Lombardi trophy back to Philadelphia. The talent is there, the leadership is evident, and the passion from the fans is unmatched. What remains to be seen is how this young team responds to adversity, and whether they can turn this early setback into a stepping stone for greatness. The journey to Super Bowl LX is long, winding, and full of challenges, but if there is one thing Eagles fans can take pride in, it is that this team has the heart, the grit, and the determination to face whatever comes their way. The lessons learned early in the season often stick with a team for the rest of the year, shaping their mentality and their results. The Eagles' season is just beginning, and already they've shown their resilience. With Hurts at the helm and a roster full of talented players eager to prove themselves, this team is poised for a deep playoff run. The road might be bumpy, but Philly's finest are ready to fight for every yard, every inch, and every victory. The NFC East is watching, and so is the entire league, but the Eagles' focus remains on their core mission: winning, growing, and chasing that elusive Super Bowl crown. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What is your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Eagles. Do you believe Carter's mistake will be a turning point or just a bump in the road? How do you see the team bouncing back against Kansas City? Will Hurts continue to lead by example? The season is young, but the passion, the hope, and the drive are already palpable. I'll be back soon with more updates, insights, and behind-the-scenes stories from the heart of Philadelphia. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and let us keep riding this Eagles wave all season long.